Hey everybody, welcome back to In Bed with a Millennial. I'm the Millennial, Javeda Bay, and this is my bed. And it is August, which means it is anal August, which means I'm talking all about that booty this month. Yes, all things ass, we are covering it. So let's get started, shall we? First things first, I want to start off by saying there's a common narrative perpetuated on the internet and such that anal stuff is for gay people. And first thing I'm gonna say is that's not true. Anal is for anyone and everyone. We all have assholes. We all can experience pleasure in a variety of different ways. Participating in any type of anal activity does not make you gay. So now that that is cleared up, let's all just, be a little more open-minded to what we can do in the back door, okay? Okay. So now that that's out of the way, let's dive a little deeper into this conversation about anal, shall we? Like, Jave, what does anal exactly mean? Well, for starters, it is more than just penetrative sex. There are a lot of different ways to engage in pleasurable anal sexual activity, and that can include penetration, toys, oral, fingers, fisting. There are so many different ways to engage in anal activity that are not just anal penetrative sex with a penis or a dildo. You can actually do oral anal sex, aka rimming, aka eating the booty like groceries. You can just do finger play. There are so many different ways that you can have fun with anal. Booty massages. Some people just love for their butt cheeks to be rubbed on, and it is sexually satisfying and gratifying for them. So many different ways to engage in anal play. So don't think that the only way to do it is by somebody putting something in your butt, because that is not always the only way. And if you are someone that enjoys stuff going up your butt, great. Just please, please, please remember, flared bases only. If it is a toy or appendages that are attached that you can pull out, please, please, we don't need to be going to the emergency room. There's enough stuff happening in the world. Please don't add you losing something in your rectum to a reason an ER doctor is called in today. Okay, so now that you know some different ways that you can engage in it, don't worry. I'm a deep dive all month long. Like, I'm gonna get into it. You're gonna learn all the different things. And if you really wanna learn some stuff, you should definitely register for my class on August 17th with Shebop. Ass Eating 101, how to eat ass safely. So go do that. The link is in the comments below, the description below. So definitely do that. But yeah, so anyone can engage in anal. There's a lot of ways to do it. But a lot of people have hesitation for various different reasons. Some are like, I don't know, it seems like it'll hurt. Some are like, I don't know, I just don't think that'll be pleasurable. I don't know, I just don't know how to do it. A lot of different reasons why people may not want to engage in anal, or reasons that they're apprehensive to do it. So I want to give you confidence so that you don't have to feel so apprehensive. You're just like, you know what, Javay? You're right. I feel good about this. I have all the knowledge that I need to enter this in a calm, positive manner. So the first thing, a lot of people are nervous about anal play because it's your butt. Things come out of the butt and you're like, I don't know, that doesn't seem sexy to me. Completely fair, completely valid. And you can prepare for that. Do you want to know how? It's called by actually cleaning your asshole. And a lot of people do this through douching. I will say though, a caveat, you don't need to douche to the point where you've completely cleared out your entire intestines. You were douching to clean out the anus, to engage in sexual activity of whatever kind you were going to be engaging in anally. You're not trying to give yourself a colposcopy or whatever it is that really flushes all the things out. That is not the point of douching. So just be careful about that. And a great way to make douching easier is to stop eating before you want to engage in anal play. So if you're like, hey, I know that I want to do some butt stuff tonight, maybe, just maybe, stop eating 3 hours beforehand, or stick to an all liquid diet. Just drink your water. That is also a good way to have a peace of mind to know hey, I don't have to worry because I made sure that I stopped eating, all the food is digested through my body and cleared out. I douched. I know that we don't have any problems potentially arising. You would be shocked at how much that can give you so much more relaxation and peace of mind before you engage in anal play, to know what am I worried about? I haven't eaten in 4 hours. I'm actually really hungry. So let's do this so we can go eat later. So just keep that in mind. But hygiene is the first step. So making sure that you actually showered, you douched your anus, that you both feel, you and your partner, if you're engaging in partner play, or you by yourself, just feel confident that you are clean. And if you're ever nervous and you're like, I don't know, baby wipes. That is always my go-to. There are baby wipes all over my house, in the bathrooms, I mean. Because if you're really wondering, just like take a baby wipe your booty, clean it up. They are used to clean up babies after they do some major blowouts. I think they can handle your booty too. So keep baby wipes on hand. So yeah, that's the hygiene aspect of it. Another thing that people are nervous about is they're like, Trey, I just like don't know. I feel like it's gonna hurt. You want to know why anal hurts for a lot of people? Because a lot of people think that you just jump straight into penetrating the anus, but that's not how you do it. It's called anal training. You have to train up your anus for anal play because the anus is a muscle. Your rectum, it's a muscle. It's like flexes and loosens like as you go to the bathroom and things of that nature. So if you want to actually get into pleasurable anal play, you need to anal train. You can't just assume like, hey, you know what? Today's the day I'm going to have anal sex and just push a 6-inch dildo in. That's a terrible idea. Horrible idea. So start with anal training. And I will definitely have an all deep dive, in-depth video about this next week. But just know you slowly work your way up and get your muscles used to actually like opening up and relaxing enough for anal stimulation, penetrative stimulation. So anal training is going to be the first thing that you need to think about, or maybe the second, because the first thing you need to think about is lube. The anus is not self-lubricating. The vagina, it is. The anus, not so much. So you always need lube, no matter what anal activity you're getting into. You need lube because the anus ain't got no liquid back there. And if it does have a liquid, it's probably sweat. And do you really want that? I don't know. It's up to you. I'm not yucking nobody's yum. If you want a sweaty booty, go after that sweaty booty. But if you are a little more concerned about it, maybe, just maybe, don't. But yeah, so you're gonna want lube, and this is going to differ from person to person. Some people are like, you know what, I know what lube I like, it's good, it's a nice water base, it's really thin, like I enjoy it. Some people are like, no, I want the cushion for the pushing, I want a thicker, more gel-like lube for anal play. There are so many different lubes out there. You also have silicone, water-based, hybrid, lubes galore. There's a lot of different types of lubes out there, so do not stress. Just take your time. Find the lube that works for you. There's no pressure at all. At all. Like, it's your life. You have all the time that you need to discover what feels good for you anally. And that includes finding an anal lube that you actually like. Shameless plug. My favorite anal lube is going to be Intimate Earth Ease. It is a silicone. It's amazing. Yes. But yeah, so find the lube that works for you for anal play because the anus is not self-lubricating. And then the last thing that really needs to be said when it comes to anal play, especially partnered anal play, communication. Communication. Honestly, we all know how I feel about communication in every aspect, but especially when it comes to anal play, because for a lot of people, especially like first timers, you don't really know what you're doing. And there's no shame in that. We all start somewhere where we don't know what we're doing. And so it's important to communicate with a partner how we're feeling, what's going on when it comes to anal play. You don't have to just be like, oh, I'll just like, it's a little uncomfortable, but I'll just like bear through it. No, speak up. Say, hey, I want some more lube. Or like, hey, actually, can we take a finger out? Can we like rewind a little bit? It's a little bit more painful than I was expecting. Like, take your time and communicate with your partners because it's your butthole. Your butthole's important. You don't want your butthole to be in pain. So communicating during anal sexual activities is extremely important. And it's the only way to move further along when it comes to anal activities. So please communicate with your partners. Let them know like, yo, nope, too many fingers. Nope, too deep. I don't know. Just communicate. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Communication is key. We love communicating here. So yeah, those are just like some of the different things that people say all about anal. And those are just some of the reasons why maybe you don't need to let those be like driving your fear around anal. But if you're like, no, Javay, even after hearing this, I don't think anal's for me. That's okay. Anal's not for everybody. All forms of sexual activity are not for everybody. Some people enjoy things and some people don't, and that's okay. But this month is Anal August, so all this month, I'm going to be talking about things anal, because if you're curious about it, I want to answer those questions. And also, if you're like, I don't know where to start, but I want to start, I'm here to answer those questions. So, if you are not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, what are you doing, baby boo? Subscribe. And make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, because we will have short abridged versions of all my sex ed here on there. So if you're ever looking for something quick on the go, like you're actually at a booze place and you're like, oh snap, what did Gervais say I needed to do? Go check those out, because that's where that stuff's gonna be for a quick watch, in case you don't have time to watch a full YouTube video before getting down with somebody else. And you most definitely want to be subscribed to my website newsletter, because that's where the real goods are, baby. I promise you. But yeah, until then, go get your lube, make sure you wash your booty hole, and communicate, and just have fun. And until then, I'm gonna see y'all later. Deuces.